2 o'clock, and both teams, or the defense is already on the field. Batters in the circle getting ready. And Caleb, you got the lineup for the Kenedy Lions quickly?
Yeah, we'll try to get that in real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, Daniel Pena playing center field, Carson Reyes at shortstop, David Salas in left field. Then we have 4, 5, 6, Rylan Reyna pitching tonight. Owen Garcia at first base, Waylon Barnes at catcher, LJ Barrientos at third base, Raiden Reyna in right field, Darian Moreno, DH, and then Ryder Hartsfield at second base. And yeah, we are starting a little bit early tonight, so we won't send it back for that extra break. And hold it here. This is 2 nights in a row now that they started about 5 to 7 minutes early.
Yeah, it always throws us off our timing a little bit. All right, Beck Zimmerman digs in, batting from the left side. Flatonia Bulldogs will face Rylan Reyna on the mound tonight. He's got a 10-2 record across 60 2/3 innings pitched. He's got 81 strikeouts with a 2.242 ERA. Zimmerman shows bunt, but pokes it foul down the third base side. Zimmerman 1 for 3 last night. Single and reached on a walk as well. Drove in a run in the first game. 2 hits in the series for Zimmerman so far. Looking to get the Bulldogs started quickly here. The 0-1 skips in there for a ball 1. It's 1-1. Winner of this series will go on to face the winner of the Johnson City and Burton series. Last night, Johnson City victorious in game 1, 15-14. Zimmerman takes ball in. It's 2-1. Currently in game 2 right now, it's Burton 12-4 that was the final in that one. So they're about to start game 3 shortly after. Zimmerman pops that one up. Out of play into just over the stands here behind us. Count even at 2. This is the third 3-game series that Kenedy has had to play in the playoffs. The first round they played Agadulce, victorious in game 3, 5-4 in that one, and then last week against Ganado in the third game was 7-1. This is Flatonia's first third game in the playoffs. The 2-2 pitch upstairs. Count full to Beck Zimmerman, the leadoff hitter for the Flatonia Bulldogs. Another good crowd out here tonight, Caleb.
Yeah, definitely packed. Not as much as I think last night, but we might see that fill out.
The payoff pitch low to Zimmerman. Zimmerman draws a walk to lead off the ball game. Titan Targot's 2-hole hitter to the plate now. Targot's playing center field last night. Was on the hill for the Bulldogs last night. Had a complete game shutout, throwing 15 Ks. And an impressive outing from Titan Targot's last night, the Texas A&M commit. First pitch from Reyna to Targot. In there for a called strike.
Also, unlike the last 2 nights, this is a much windier outing.
Yeah, wind blowing in, so it's going to be tough to get one too deep.
Yeah, that wind coming in around 12 to 13 miles per hour from the north, and the way this field is set up, that's kind of pushing towards right.
Titan Targot's whoops that one out to right field, going back with foul. That one actually hit pretty well out there, but
yeah, it traveled
just about 10 feet off the foul line out there in right field.
And I think that one was going foul all the way from the moment it left the bat, but it did push right even further because of that wind.
That wind, of course. Nothing at 2 to Titan Targot. Beck Zimmerman down at first after a leadoff walk. Pickoff attempt down to first. Zimmerman back in time. Defense behind Reyna down at first base. It's Owen Garcia. Playing second is Ryder Hartsfield. Shortstop is Carson Reyes. Third base is LJ Barrientos. The pitch upstairs. Beck Zimmerman goes, and he's out at second. Caught stealing. Good throw from the catcher, Waylon Barnes, to erase that leadoff walk. And there's one away now for the Bulldogs here in the top of the first. Yeah, I knew once that ball came out, Zimmerman was going to be caught up.
Yeah, he didn't get the best jump, but still, that throw was perfect.
And the rest of the defense in left field, it's David Salas. In center field is Daniel Pena. And in right field is Raiden Reyna. They 1-2 to Targotch. Chases that one down and out. Drop third strike, throw down to first in time. 2 away here.
Hot start for the Kenedy Lions.
Yeah, that caught stealing's got to give some momentum too. I mean, you gave up the leadoff walk, but now you're facing the third guy in the lineup with 2 outs and looking for a clean inning. Dayton Cliff, the third guy. Shortstop tonight. Cliff 0 for 2 last night. Was hit by a pitch and walked. Came around to score on that walk. That was in the 7th. First pitch to Cliff. Low and in, ball 1. Sun's starting to peek out a little bit now.
Yep, it definitely is.
The wind kind of settled down just momentarily.
Yeah, at least in our area, those flags out there in right center are still whipping. 1-0 count and 2 outs.
Pitch a bit low to Dayton Cliff, 2-0. .320 down the lines here, 345 to the power alleys, and 380 dead center. Cliff takes that one for a called strike, 2-1.
Four officials tonight. Third different behind the plate.
It's a slow chopper. Stays fair. Oh. Just kidding.
Yeah, just foul. That one looked like it was good.
It looked like it didn't go foul, though, until it hit off that third baseman's glove. I could be wrong, but
I believe the third base linesman over there did call it to be foul.
Nonetheless, the strike is 2-2 on Dayton Cliff. Cliff slow, getting back to the batter's box. Catcher Waylon Barnes goes about halfway to the mound and then retreats back.
Last 2 nights we saw the strike zone a little bit wider than we're kind of used to seeing, so we'll see if that follows suit.
Yeah, some calls that look questionable from our standpoint. We were on the closer to the first base dugout last night. Now we're directly behind home plate.
That one high and inside. Ball 3, full count now.
Camden Bozo on deck if Cliff can keep the inning going. Payoff pitch. Bit outside. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning allowed by Rylan Reyna.
2 quick outs for the Kenedy Lions, but also 2 walked batters this early on. It's got to get figured out.
Yeah, I said I was going to try to keep a pitch count earlier, but
it's tough when they don't have it on the scoreboard out there for us.
I know he had to go 6 to at least both Zimmerman and Cliff, so he's probably at 15 already.
He throws that one out for a ball. 1-0 count.
Bozel sharply hits that one, but pulls it foul down the first base side. One and 1 on Camden Bozel, the lengthy first baseman for the Flatonia Bulldogs.
We did see him take a couple practice pitches in the pregame, so it's possible, if needed, we might see him later on in the latter half of the game.
That one jumps in there and actually hits Bozel.
Yeah, hit by pitch. I guess it barely grazed him because he had almost no reaction to it.
I know it bounced and then hit him. I don't know if that's considered a hit by pitch, but
I believe that should be dead ball. But he is at first base. Runners on first and second now. 2 outs in the inning.
Chance for Reese Ramirez, the 5-0 hitter, to drive in a run. Dayton Cliff standing on second. Ramirez a decent night last night, 2 for 4. Single in the second came around to score, and then a big 2-run double in the 5th. First pitch to Ramirez, swing and a miss. That one grounded over to the left side of the infield. Third baseman comes charging in and puts a tag down, but they call Reese Ramirez safe. I don't know if he was in the batter's path. I don't know.
I guess so. Coaches are going to come out and discuss that one with the officials. Because the tag did land before he got there, but he could have been in the path, preventing him from a clear run.
And Reese Ramirez was pushed over down at first.
Yeah, he did fall and stumble, but coaches are talking this one over. Last night's game ended a little bit nippy as there were some questionable calls, and there was a player thrown out at the end of it.
Yeah, I think the first baseman is going to come, or the first base umpire is going to come confer with the home plate umpire. Actually, all of the umpires coming in now to discuss.
Kind of feels like we picked up where we left off.
Call stand safe.
So that juices the bases. Top of the first 2-out rally.
Yeah, already got some action going here, and the base is loaded. Guess he scored that error on the first baseman. I don't know if
I guess you have to. He gave it up. That one low and in the zone. Low in the zone, excuse me. That's a ball.
Kale Yanechka, the third baseman, to the plate. That one ripped out to left center. Daniel Pena giving chase and makes the grab.
Yeah, that's important right there.
On the run for the third out. So bases loaded with 2 outs. Yanechka flies out to center to end the scoring threat for the Bulldogs in the top half of the first. We've completed a half inning of play. Still scoreless from San Marcos. We'll be right back.
Tonight's playoff game on the NFHS Network is produced by KTIM Multimedia in LaGrange and underwritten by Tony Jones Insurance, Oviedo Auto Dealerships, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg, TFE Companies in Brenham, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, LaGrange and Giddings Family Health Centers, Round Top State Bank, Audio Video Plus in Schulenburg, Allied Contractors in Schulenburg, Brawley Dental in LaGrange, the Schulenburg Athletic Booster Club, and HEB in LaGrange.
All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. Seth Eckhart joined alongside Caleb Chattery, giving you this play-by-play action for this 2A Region 4 regional quarterfinal game between the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Kenedy Lions. Getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be 1, 2, 3. Daniel Pena, Carson Reyes, and David Salas to the plate. They'll face sophomore Bex Zimmerman. Zimmerman with a 4-0 record, 24 1/3 innings pitched. He's got 50 strikeouts and a 1.73 ERA. Zimmerman was catching the first 2 games. little bit of a different defensive look now for Flatonia as Zimmerman goes to the mound tonight. Reese Ramirez was at third for the first 2 games. He's catching. Kale Yanechka now down at third. Dayton Cliff at short. Camden Bozel still at first. Luke Law back at second base. Law was in right field last night. Now he's back at second where he was on Thursday night. Uriel Manzano still in left field. Titan Targach in center and Keyshawn Green in right field. That's the defensive look for the Bulldogs here in this decisive Game 3. Trip to the regional semifinals on the line. First pitch from Zimmerman to Pena. In there for a called strike. Good pitch there. Grazed the lower half of the zone. The 0-1. That one inside. 1-1 to center fielder Daniel Pena. One from Zimmerman. Upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Pena 1 for 1 last night. Reached all 3 times. He had a single and then 2 walks. That one chopper back to Zimmerman and speedy Daniel Pena. No chance for Zimmerman to make a play on that one and be an infield single to start the home half of the first for the Kenedy Lions. A slow chopper that kind of in between pitcher's mound, catcher and third base, and really a long run for everyone. And the speed that Daniel Pena has, no chance to get him. Carson Reyes, shortstop to the plate. Calls time.
We did see a meeting at the pregame between the coaches and umpires really deciding what time was going to be called, because last night we had a few issues where they stepped out thinking that they had time and it was a strike.
Yeah, we saw a few of those. Definitely later in the game. Chopper over to short, throw down to second in time, and then throw down to first. Not in time. They get the lead runner, but can't get 2. Daniel Pena took out Luke Law down there at second, allowed him not to get much on the throw down to first. And that's the fielder's choice. 1 away, runner still at first. David Salas, left fielder to the plate. First pitch, pops it up, foul, out of play. Salas 0 for 3 last night. A couple strikeouts and a ground out. Still looking for his first hit of the series. Game 1, he went 0 for 3 as well. Did reach on a walk. Nothing at 1 from Zimmerman. A bit upstairs. Count even at 1. Zimmerman looks down to first. Comes from the stretch in there for a called strike. 1 and 2. Some more action in this region. Shiner and Weimer, they're playing this afternoon, a doubleheader if necessary. Bumper wrapped up a series with Harper. They swept them 2-0 on Thursday. And of course, the winner of this one will face the winner of Burton and Johnson City. That one ripped out to right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Keyshawn Green plays it on a 1-hop, gets it back into the infield pretty quickly. Carson Reyes down to second, and David Salas with his first hit of the series. It's a single out to right field. So 1 out, runners on first and second. Cleanup hitter Rylan Reyna, the pitcher, to the plate. Ran a showing bunt, pulls back. Takes first ball upstairs. Showing bunt again, pulls it back. That one in there for a called strike. 1-1. That one popped up, drifting to the right field line. Foul territory. Keyshawn Green makes the catch. Both runners tag up from first and second, and they'll be in safely at second and third.
Yeah, that one popped way high in the air and just keeps drifting right. I think that one could have landed if the wind had not been in play, but it pushed it well outside the foul zone.
Yeah, most definitely. Keyshawn did a good job tracking it and making the grab out there in foul territory.
He really didn't stop running from the moment that he took off. He was going all the way until it landed in his glove.
So now 2 away. It'll be Owen Garcia, first baseman, 5-hole hitter to the plate. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. Takes first pitch upstairs to 1-0. Garcia, left-handed batter. That one popped up, drifting foul. Kelly Oneshka gives it a look, but out of play. Over towards the softball field. It's 1-1. Zimmerman looking to get out of this 2-out jam. Runners on second and third, Carson Reyes and David Salas. 1-1 upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two, 2-1, swing and a miss. Count even at 2. Two pitch from Zimmerman. Swing and a miss. Zimmerman fans Owen Garcia to retire the scoring threat here in the home half of the first. We've completed 1, still scoreless from San Marcos. We'll be right back after these quick messages. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos, getting ready for the top half of the second. Still a scoreless one here. The first, both Flatonia and Kenedy had runners on second and third and stranded them. We're still scoreless. It'll be 7, 8, 9 to the plate for the Bulldogs. Uriel Manzano, Henry Vincic, and Keyshawn Green. Weimer and Shiner in a tight one, still scoreless heading into the 6th. They had a similar game on Thursday. They were scoreless heading into the 7th before Shiner broke it open with 7 runs in the 7th to win it 7-0. Burton and Johnson City. That'll be who the winner of this one faces. Burton victorious in game 2, 12-4. So they'll play at game 3. Johnson City last night won game 1, 15-14.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Pitches in and swung on.
Manzano lifts that one out to shallow center. Daniel Pena coming in, but it drops in front of him. Base hit to lead off the top of the 2nd for Uriel Manzano. Didn't get a lot of it, got enough of it, and for a second it looked like it was going to hang up long enough for Pena to get there, but drops in, and Uriel Manzano with a base hit. Henry Vincic, designated hitter, right-handed batter, steps in. Vincic shows bunt, puts one down the first base line. That'll move Manzano over. Oh, and the first baseman drops the ball before the tag's on, and Vincic's going to be safe down there at first. So he did his job of advancing Manzano over, but he also reached after that error on the first baseman.
Couldn't have worked out better. That was perfect.
What was that?
Couldn't have worked out better. Yeah, it's a little bit loud again. We got the crowd of Kenedy right behind us. They're beating on drums and everything. They've got Home Depot pots and they're wailing on them.
Yeah, it's a fun atmosphere, but it's a little loud for us sometimes to hear each other. So no outs, runners on first and second now for 9-hole hitter Keyshawn Green. He shows bunt. That's a good one, and he might beat that out, but throw down to third to get lead runner Manzano in time. Pitcher Rylan Reyna did a good job getting there quickly. And the only play was at third, and he did a good job of getting it over there to get the force.
First out in the inning and runner on first and second.
Top of the lineup, back up, and Beck Zimmerman.
Time called. Batter steps back in. First pitch. Little low. 1-0.
Zimmerman walked back in the first, and then was caught stealing. Chance to help himself out on the mound. Base hit, can drive in 1. Pops that one up high, pop up into right field. Right fielder comes in and fields it cleanly. Runner from third attacking up, and oh, he would have been out, but the third baseman dropped it. It rolls all the way to the wall out there.
Third base coach wailing and waving his hands around, telling him not to go, but I don't know if he would have ran for that one. That could have been a close play at home.
Yeah, Vincent, it didn't look like he had a lot of speed coming from second. He would have been out easily if that third baseman would have held on to it down there.
And then with that play, runner advances Keyshawn to second, so runners on second and third. Probably the smarter play to hold him up there.
Score that one E5. Titan Targach, first pitch to him. Flies it out of play down the first base side. So Henry Vincic standing on third. Keyshawn Green standing on second. Chance for Targach to drive in a couple. The 0-1 to Targach. Not sure where that one missed. Maybe a bit outside. It's 1-1. Scoreboard looking a little messy already with some errors. I believe we got 3 errors already on Kenedy, if I'm correct. Targach fouls that one back out of play. 1-2. Rylan Reyna looking to work out of another jam. Got to have a bases loaded jam in the first. 1-2 to Targach. That one outside, 2-2.
Looked like they were trying to get him to chase that one there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on second and third.
Pitch on the way. Targach fouls that one Out of play over the first base dugout. Big gap out there in left center. Center fielder shaded way over to the right.
He's in the power alley. He's way out there.
Wow. Rylan Reyna with almost a, I mean, that was a good pitch. I don't know where it missed. I guess a bit upstairs.
I don't know, maybe. He had a big wince on his face, like that one should have gone.
That one looked perfect. Count full. Payoff pitch. Chopper over to Reyes at short. Should be an easy play. And first baseman diving. It comes off the bag. The tag not down.
They're going to have another meeting over here. The first baseman did lay out full extension. He was on his belly by the time that glove hit his, the ball hit his glove, and they're going to say he was out.
Kenedy going into the dugout. Coaches from Flatonia meeting.
Yeah, a little bit.
Targa still standing on first. He thinks he was safe.
Yeah, he's going to stay there until they make an official calling. The confusion here, everybody leaving the field to the dugout. First base umpire called safe, but I believe the second base umpire said that he was called out. So they're going to have to confer here. They are meeting.
Already some questionable calls in the first here.
Yeah, that one's a little tough because he was fully extended. He looked like he belly flopped to try to grab that ball.
Yeah, it was a big stretch, and I don't know if he caught it and then came off. And
I mean, if he did, he must have just been an inch off of the bag. That was a close one. Coach for Kenedy trying to settle the fans down.
He's called safe, and that'll be 2 runs in.
Man. 2 runs in. Flatonia taking an early lead, 2-0 with a controversial call. And again, Kenedy fans and staff not happy. So, still some arguing going on here, trying to figure this one out. John, I think I heard you talking to me, but it is awfully loud. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I mean, he's visibly upset. I mean, he's got to be. I mean, it's one of those close plays that could definitely change the trajectory of the game. And that's 2 runs across now for the Bulldogs.
Definitely. So let's reset it here. We got a runner on first. There's going to be another time called, and he's going to talk to the pitcher, have all the infield come in. So when we come back, it'll be runner on first. 2 outs in the inning.
2 across the plate for the Bulldogs.
Across the plate. Looks like the official from third is going to come over to the scorer's table. So is the home plate umpire. A lot going on.
I don't know if they're questioning that second run.
Not too sure.
But I mean, Keyshawn Green came across the plate. I mean,
yeah, everybody back out on the field. Kenedy setting back up. Officials getting back to their positions, and I believe we're ready to get this next at-bat in. Once again, a lot of confusion here. Runner on first. Flatonia 2 up now after that controversial call. 2 outs in the inning.
it's important here for Kenedy to not let that get into their heads. It's only 2 runs. I mean, not ideally what you wanted there, but.
Yeah, that one a little inside. Ball 1, and I mean, it's got to be jarring, no matter what team you are, to go through all that. Go back into your dugout, assuming that you got him out regardless of the call that was made at first.
Slow chopper right back to Reyna at the mound. Toss over to first in time. So that's 3 away. Not before Flatonia. They played 2, courtesy of a Titan Targot infield single. We've completed an inning of a half. It's now Flatonia 2, Kenedy 0. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos, getting ready for the home half of the second. It'll be 6, 7, 8. Waylon Barnes, LJ Barrientos, and Raiden Reyna to the plate for the Kenedy Lions. Barnes steps in, batting from the right side. Waylon Barnes went 0 for 3 last night with 3 strikeouts.
Home plate umpire calls time. There's some catcher's gear outside of the dugout on the Kenedy side. They got that back in, ready to resume play here. Batter steps in the box.
Barnes 0 for 6 in the series, 4 strikeouts. Swings and misses at that first pitch from Beck Zimmerman. Zimmerman worked out of a second and third jam in the first. The 0-1 skips in there for a ball.
Batter takes his position in the box. 1-1 count to come. Swung on and hit, makes its way to shallow center field, and it drops in there for a single.
Yeah, a little bloop single there. Just off the infield grass, about 10 or so feet, and enough for it to fall. Final from Rice Consolidated, Shiner 2, Weimer 0. So Shiner will be on to the regional semifinals. They'll face Mumford. It's the bottom half of this region. Time called is granted. LJ Barrientos, the batter. First pitch outside, ball 1.
I'm just noticing something interesting about the Kenedy uniforms too. It looks like the white undershirt is an undershirt. It's not part of the jersey. The maroon is a mesh top that goes over. I don't think I've seen that before, and just now noticing it in the series.
Kenedy, the home team again tonight. They were wearing the all whites last night. Now they got the, like you said, the maroon tops, white pants. Flatonia, the away team, black tops, white pants.
Pickoff attempt at first, no good. 1-0 count. Make that 2-0. That one just a little low and away.
Barrientos 2 for 6 on the series. A couple singles and 4 strikeouts. The 2-0. That one a bit outside there.
The 3-0 pitch. Runner takes his lead off of first.
3-0. That one in there for a called strike. Caught the top half of the zone. 3-1. 2-7-0 hitter, LJ Barrientos. A bit low. It's a walk. So first 2 batters reach here in the home half of the second for Kenedy. Raiden Reyna, 8-hole hitter to the plate now. First pitch pops it up, drifting foul over towards the first base dugout. It gets out of play. Reyna has been batting in the 9 spot, but last night we hit an ejection in the game, and players ejected. They can't play the next game. That was Aiden Castillo who was ejected. So 0-1 to Raiden Reyna. Throw down to first. The second pickoff. Wow. That was a bang-bang play.
He is safe. But that couldn't have been any closer, I don't think.
What was that?
I don't think that one could have been any closer.
No.
0-1 count, runner still on first and second. No outs in the inning.
So nine-hole hitter, Darian Moreno, designated hitter to the plate.
Swings at that first one, 0-1 now.
It's his first action of the series for Moreno. Swing and a miss at that one.
Pretty intense spot to come into the game. Bases loaded. No outs, trying to make something happen. The 0-2.
That one in there for a strike. Moreno goes down looking for out number one. Big strikeout for Beck Zimmerman. Still got bases loaded with one away. Top of the lineup back up, and Daniel Pena. Pena with an infield single to lead off the ball game. Excuse me, to lead off the home half of the first for the Lions. First pitch, slow chopper, right back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman going to go home with it in time. Smart play there from Zimmerman.
Prevents the run from coming across, and
all Ramirez had to do was just step on the plate. Didn't have to get a tag down since there's a nowhere for the runners to go. All you have to do is just step on the plate.
2 outs in the inning. Bases are still loaded. Flatonia leading 2-0 on the bottom of the second.
Carson Reyes to the plate. Reyes reached on a fielder's choice.
He looks at that first one outside for a ball. One 1-0 pitch. And they're high for a ball.
Upstairs, 2-0. Bunch showed, pulls back, takes it for a called strike. It's 2-1.
The 2-1 pitch is in.
Grounder over to short. Should be routine. Throw down to first.
He drops the ball.
Can't hold on to it down there at first. Everyone's safe. Gonna run across. So a couple fielding errors on the first baseman that allowed but all 3 runs of the game. Waylon Barnes across the plate for the Lions, first run of the afternoon.
Just where that ball was fielded, right around the second base area, nobody was there to cover second to get that for us, so he elected for first on the fielder's choice and just couldn't field it cleanly.
With David Salas to the plate, he had a single back in the first.
2 outs still, bases are still loaded.
First pitch upstairs to Salas.
1-0 count. Flatonia leading this one 2-1 in the bottom of the second.
The 1-0. Chopper over to the third base side. Uneska fields it, steps on the third base bag for the third out. So we've completed 2. Kenedy gets 1. The score is now Flatonia 2, Kenedy 1. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
Tonight's playoff game on the NFHS Network is produced by KTIM Multimedia in LaGrange and underwritten by Tony Jones Insurance, Oviedo Auto Dealerships, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg, TFE Companies in Brenham, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, LaGrange and Giddings Family Health Centers, Round Top State Bank, Audio Video Plus in Schulenburg, Allied Contractors in Schulenburg, Brawley Dental in LaGrange, the Schulenburg Athletic Booster Club, and HEB in LaGrange.
All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. Seth Eckhart alongside Caleb Chattery tonight. Game 3 of this best of 3 series. This 2A Region 4 regional quarterfinal game. Top of the third, it's Flatonia with a 2-1 lead. Kenedy able to plate one in the bottom half of the second.
They did leave 3 on, so good job preventing anything else coming across.
4, 5, 6 to the plate here for the Bulldogs. Camden Mosel, Reese Ramirez, and Kale Yanechka.
Lots of base runners compared to the first 2 games. Game 1, I don't think we saw a base runner until maybe late in the 4th inning, somewhere around there. It went scoreless for about 3 or 4, so it's good to see both teams have settled in here a little bit and getting hits, getting comfortable on the base path.
A lot of errors too, though.
Yeah. First 2 games were pretty secure until the latter half of the game, but we're seeing them early on here.
Scoreboard shows 5 errors already combined, 2 on Flatonia and 3 on Kenedy, and I think my scoreboard confirms that as well. Bosel, first pitch, lines that foul out of play. Bosel hit by a pitch in the first inning. That one ripped out to right center. That should get down for a base hit, and it does. Bosel rounding first, heading to second. Bosel going to be in, standing up with a leadoff double to start the top half of the third.
Found that power alley just perfectly. Couldn't really place it any better. Center fielder does a good job getting it on the 1-hop.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. We've seen Daniel Pena shaded over to that right side a lot, but that time he was playing straight away and didn't hang up long enough for him to even get close to it.
Early on in this series, we did see a lot of issue with that 1-hop going over the players. I think everybody here is kind of adjusted to the turf field.
So Reese Ramirez to the plate now.
He looks at the first one for a called strike.
Ramirez reached on an error by the first baseman.
Fouls that one away, 0-2. Top of the third. Runner on second, 2-1 Flatonia.
Scoreless in the first. Flatonia with 2 in the second. Kenedy with 1 in the second. The 0-2. Just a bit upstairs.
One-two count. Pitch is in there, swung on and missed. He got him. First out of the inning.
Ramirez goes down swinging. Kelyaneshka to the plate, right-handed batter. He flew out to center.
First pitch is in there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch in there, away for a ball.
Just a tad outside there, 1-1. Bozel standing on second after a leadoff double. Neshka looking to drive him in. Swings and misses at that one. It's 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch is in low in the turf. Runner stays at second. Evens our count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out in the inning.
2-2. Grounded right into the Flatonia Bulldog dugout. Everyone had to jump out of the way of that one.
Yeah, that one came in there really quick. Everybody's saying they're okay. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Here's the pitch.
Upstairs, count full. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Kenedy fouls it out.
Full count, 1 out in the inning. Flatonia leading 2-1, top of the 3rd. Runner on second.
Pitch on the way. That one lined up the middle for a base hit. Bozel rounding third, coming home. Throw home, and that's going to be a close one, but Bozel slides under the tag. It's an RBI single for Kale Yanechka, then advanced down to second on the throw home.
And that's where I think his height might come into play there, because he was fully stretched by the time he was head first sliding. It looked like it was going to be close, but he was definitely in there safe.
Yeah, most definitely. Good throw, too, by the center fielder, Daniel Pena, to even make that one questionable.
Still only 1 out in the inning, and Flatonia gains another run, 3-2 now in the top of the 3rd inning.
Uriel Manzano, 7-hole hitter to the plate. He singled back in the first.
Looks at the first one for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch, nope, he's going to go for a pickoff attempt at second. He's going to lose the ball, but able to recover. Runner does not advance.
Yeah, Kale Yanechka was sliding back in, so by the time he got up, it was too late to take off. Nothing at 1 to Manzano. Upstairs, count even at 1. Henry Vincic on deck.
Pitcher steps off the mound. 1-1 count. And we're going to have another time here. That one called by the batter. Ready to resume play here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner takes his lead off a second.
Pitch low, it's 2-1.
Definitely seems like the player and official understanding of when time is called has definitely been settled compared to what we saw last night.
That one ripped through the hole on the left field side. Kenedy down to third. It's a single for Uriel Manzano, his second of the afternoon.
Puts runners on the corners with only 1 out in the inning still.
Henry Vincic to the plate.
Looks like there's going to be a meeting at the mound. Coach for the Kenedy Lions coming out to talk to him.
Vincic put down a sac bunt in the second, right down the first base side, and the first baseman couldn't field it cleanly, and Vincic actually reached, and everyone else up 90 feet.
Does look like this one's just going to be a meeting at the mound. No exchange of pitchers just yet. Just settle him down.
Vincic did come around to score, too, after he reached. Sorry, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good. We're just, well, let's see here. Looks like Coach is coming to talk to the officials. I didn't think we were going to have a pitching change, and now Coach is going back to the mound instead of the officials. So we're going to assume for now, until we see an exchange of the ball, that pitcher's going to stay the same. But Flatonia, yes, leading now 3-1. A little bit touch and go here with a couple of questionable calls and
yeah, a lot of errors already.
A lot of errors, yeah.
My scorebook a little messy, but not too bad.
Nothing short of exciting, that's for sure.
What was that?
Nothing short of exciting.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of took it a little bit to get some of these games going offensively. I think on Thursday we didn't see the first run till the 5th. Last night we saw, I think, 1 in the 2nd, Flatonia, and then 2 in the 4th. Excuse me, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and then 1 in the 7th.
Meeting at the mound is concluded, and we're ready to resume play again. Batter is taking his step, place back in the box. Runner on first and third, 1 out in the inning.
Pitch into Vincent, gets inside, ball 1. Vincent, a sophomore. Fouls that one back.
One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Finds his own, sent right to second baseman. He's going to gut it over to first for the out.
It's going to be an RBI ground out as Kale Yaneska comes home from third for the fourth run of the ball game for the Flatonia Bulldogs. Zano down to second. Henry Vincent with the RBI ground out. Good job there, too, by the second baseman. Not to try to just get the 1 run or the 1 out for sure, not try to go down to second and risk an error. Just know to get the clean play.
First pitch to Keyshawn Green, just a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Keyshawn put down a sac bunt. That one lifted out to left field. Left fielder comes in, makes the grab for the 3rd out, but not before Flatonia. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left on base. We've completed 2.5 from San Marcos. Now Flatonia 4, Kenedy 1. We'll be right back.
Tonight's playoff game on the NFHS Network is produced by KTIM Multimedia in LaGrange and underwritten by Tony Jones Insurance, Oviedo Auto Dealerships, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg, TFE Companies in Brenham, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, LaGrange and Giddings, the Schulenburg Athletic Booster Club, and HEB in LaGrange.
All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. Bottom half of the 3rd, about to get underway. It'll be 4, 5, 6. Rylan Reyna, Owen Garcia, Waylon Barnes to the plate. It's a 4-1 ball game with Flatonia leading Kenedy. This game 3 of this regional quarterfinal series. Kenedy victorious on Thursday, 4-2. Flatonia with the shutout last night, 5-0. Now here in the bottom of the 3rd, 4-1.
Both those early games slow to start, runs coming later in the game, so it's good to see runners, base runners, lots of hits, couple errors.
Yeah, Kenedy stranded 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd. Was able to get 1 across in the 2nd, though. Beck Zimmerman back out for his 3rd inning of work. First pitch. Inside, called strike to Rylan Reyna. Reyna flew out to right field. Yeah, 1. Inside, he got him on the elbow. Bit hit by pitch. Leadoff man on here for the Kenedy Lions. Owen Garcia stepping in. Left-handed batter. He struck out swinging back in the first.
Pickoff attempt looked like it was going to be made, but fixed the throw. Runner on first pitch. Pickoff attempt actually made that time.
Ran it back in time. Pretty cloudy out here today, but the sun's still beating down. It's about 83.
Third pickoff attempt. Really making sure he's not going to steal on this one. Batter still awaiting his first pitch. Now it's in there.
Bit outside. It's ball one. Another pickoff attempt.
None of them really coming close, just trying to keep him in check, I think. Count on the batter is still 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 is in. Swung on and missed.
One count to Owen Garcia. Another pickoff attempt. That one will look closer than the previous 4.
He is safe. 1-1 count now.
Now the runner's faking him down there. Pretend like he's going. Might be trying to get in his head.
The 1-1 is in.
Outside. It's 2-1.
Two balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on first.
Pitch on the way. Grounder right over to Bozel at third. He goes to second. Oh, throw off the line. Throwing error on Bozel to try to get the lead runner. Everyone's safe. The throw's on the line. I mean, he gets it and might have a chance for 2. But just out of the outstretched glove of Dayton Cliff. Ball goes into left field. So, no one away. Runners on first and second for Waylon Barnes, the catcher, who singled in the second inning of his first at bat. So 3 errors on both sides already for both teams. 2 of them committed by the first baseman of Flatonia. First one was a fielding error. That one was a throwing error. You know, I like the idea of trying to get the lead runner there in second, but, I mean, Bozo was like 2 feet off the first base bag. He could have at least stepped on that first one before he tried to throw down to first.
Yeah, and he is a taller player, so that the stretch isn't too far as it would be. Meeting at the mound. Zimmerman calls for it. Looks like their talking to is over. Catcher makes his way back to his position. Batter waiting to get back in the box. 0-1 count when he gets in there. Runners on first and second. In the bottom of the third, Flatonia leading this one 4-1.
One pitch. That one popped up. Drifting out to left field. Uriel Montano under it, makes the grab. Not deep enough for either the runner on first and second. Well, the runner on first can't advance without the runner on second advancing, but no one leaves, and it's 1 away. So LJ Barrientos to the plate. He walked in the second, his first plate appearance.
Come on, LJ, get around.
First pitch from Zimmerman, outside, ball 1 to LJ Barrientos. Barrientos was a pitcher in game 1, went 6 1/3. That went in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Now them clouds starting to peek over the sun again. Feels better now. Time called and granted. Zimmerman steps off.
1-1 count, 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. Time called one more time.
I think the umpire
that
called time.
Yeah, that one's going to be on the umpire. He's going to go over to the third base umpire. Excuse me, third base coach. Have a talk with them. The only thing.
Maybe the
fans.
The fans.
They're talking about it still. Coach is kind of waving his hands, saying, I think he can't really do much. Home plate umpire making his way back. When we come back, it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Lots of mind games, calling time at the mound and calling time in the box, and now the umpire calling time.
Yeah. LJ Barrientos has been at the plate for a while.
Here we go with 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
That one in there. Good pitch there for Beck Zimmerman. Got him with a curveball. It's 1-2. That one lifted out to right field. Keyshawn Green coming in, makes a catch. 2 away. Rylan Reyna stays where he is at second, not deep enough to tag up. So a couple flyouts. Kenedy has 2 away.
Two outs in the inning.
Raiden Reyna to the plate, 8-hole hitter. That one grounded over to second. Luke Law picks it up, tossed down to Bozel. Routine for the 3rd out. Kenedy gets no runs, no hits in the inning, a throwing error in the inning, but Kenedy strands 2. We've completed 3, it's 4-1. Flatonia on top. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. We've completed 3. It's Flatonia 4, Kenedy 1, getting ready for the top half of the 4th. Flatonia will send Camden Bozel, Beck Zimmerman, Titan Targach, and Dayton Cliff to the plate. 1-2-3 for the Bulldogs. Rylan Reyna back out to work for his 4th inning. He's giving up 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. after a scoreless first. Johnson City now leads Burton in game 3, 2-0. That's in the second inning. Winner of this series will face the winner of that series in the regional semifinals next week. Bottom half of the region bracket already set. Mumford defeated Harper on Thursday 2-0. And then Shiner just wrapped up their series with Weimer. They won game 2 by a score of 2-0. Thursday they won 7-0, so they sweep Weimer. We'll meet up with Mumford next week. Zimmerman into the box. Zimmerman 0 for 1. First pitch, a ball. Zimmerman did reach on a walk in the first, was caught stealing. Popped out to right. Second at bat. That one grounded over to third. Should be routine. Throw down to first. Oh, outstretched glove of the first baseman. Can't field it. No, that's definitely an error. I don't know if it's on the... I think that one's more on the third baseman.
Yeah, the throw over there was just too short. He was, again, similar to that earlier play that we saw where he's full body stretched out, laying on the ground, pulled off the bag. First time he caught it, this time he wasn't able to. It's not much he can do. Does put a runner on first.
Fourth error on the Kenedy Lions already. It's been a pretty clean 1-2 games, but this game is 7 errors combined between the two. First pitch to Titan Targach, low. Targach 1 for 2. Strikeout swinging in the first, and then had that 2-run infield single that was kind of that controversial play to end the, well, that thought ended the second. It's a grounder over to short. It's a fielder's choice as a shortstop flips it over to second. Beck Zimmerman almost got to second in time, but just got beat out by a step or two.
With so many errors in that first base area, it's probably smarter to not make that play. You don't know what's going to happen now. Don't want to add to the errors. You got the out. First one of this inning.
One away for Dayton Cliff.
Top of the fourth, Flatonia leading 4-1. 1 out, 1 runner on first base.
First pitch in there for a call strike. Fastball there from Marina. That one inside. It's 1-1 to Dayton Cliff. Swing and a miss upstairs. He chased that one.
One ball, 2 strikes. Pickoff attempt.
Targach's just back in time. Ball was actually dropped by the first baseman.
Looked like it was a close one, but yeah, drop the ball, didn't matter.
1-2. That one low. Skips past the catcher. Titan Targach's going to be on second easily. So wild pitch there allows Titan Targach to get down into scoring position for Dayton Cliff.
Also evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, That one got Dayton in the back, close to the head area.
Hit by pitch, puts a runner on first.
Second hit by pitch for Riley and Reyna in this ball game. The other victim of the hit by pitch was Camden Bozel, who's stepping into the plate right now.
That one made a little bit more contact than Bozel's hit by pitch. I'm sure they both stung a little bit. Runners on first and second. One out in the inning.
Bozel been on base both times. Of course, the hit by pitch, and then had a double in the third. That led off the third, and then he came around to score one of the two in that inning.
Bozel looks at that first one for a called ball.
That one ripped right over to the second baseman, and the Titan tar guy's too far off the bag. This could be a double play. 4-6 double play to line out and then toss down to second to end the inning. So no runs, no hits in the inning for Flatonia. We've completed 3.5. Still Flatonia 4, Kenedy 1. We'll be right back.
Tonight's playoff game on the NFHS Network is produced by KTIM Multimedia in LaGrange and underwritten by Tony Jones Insurance, Oviedo Auto Dealerships, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg, TFE Companies in Brenham, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, LaGrange and Giddings Family Health Centers, Round Top State Bank, Audio Video Plus in Schulenburg, Allied Contractors in Schulenburg, Brawley Dental in LaGrange, the Schulenburg Athletic Booster Club, and HEB in LaGrange.
All right, welcome back here to San Marcos, getting ready for the bottom half of the fourth. It'll be 9-1-2 to the plate for Kenedy and Darian Marino, Daniel Pena, and Carson Reyes. Zimmerman back out to work for the fourth inning. Only one run allowed for Zimmerman, but hasn't been a completely flawless game. Zimmerman got out of jams pretty much in every inning. 2 left on in the first, 3 left on in the second, and 2 left on in the third.
Yeah, 4-1 count or 4-1 score. You wouldn't imagine that it was that close whenever they get those third outs.
3 hits allowed for Zimmerman. Flatonia has had 3 errors. Zimmerman's only walked 1. Hit 1 batter, and he struck out 2.
Leading off for the lines is number 18, Darian Moreno.
Moreno digs in, struck out looking. Back in the second in his first at-bat.
First pitch is in, little inside for a ball. One-0 count. Pitch is high for ball 2.
Zimmerman has put the leadoff guy on in all 3 of the previous innings. That one inside.
Finds the inner part of the zone there, 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch swung on, tipped back. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes for the leadoff batter of this inning.
Come on, D-Money, you got this, kid.
2-2 pitch from Beck Zimmerman. Grounder over to third. Diving, Kale Yanechka makes the play down to first in time. Good play there from Kale Yanechka.
Yeah, full body dive at the third base position. Good grab there. Full extension and gets the gun over to first for that out.
First time this series we've seen Kale Yanechka at third base. Reese Ramirez played those the first 2 days, but now Ramirez behind home plate, and Kale Yanechka showing that he's pretty good down there at third base.
There hasn't been a whole lot of action in the infield aside from base runners. A lot of the hits have gone blooped over into the shallow center and shallow right areas or way out to the outfield.
First pitch to leadoff hitter Daniel Pena. Or excuse me. Yeah, Daniel Pena.
He looked at it for a strike, yep. 0-1 count, 1 out in the inning. Here's the 0-1, swung on, hit over to first base.
Camden Bosel tosses over to Zimmerman in time. Bosel fields it cleanly. Zimmerman covers for the second out.
Two outs quickly. Flatonia looking a little more secure in this inning. Really trying to dial those errors in.
Carson Reyes has been on base both times. One courtesy of a fielder's choice, and the other on an error by the first baseman. Grounder over to short. Cliff can't field it cleanly. The throw off the line into the first base dugout. Yes. That'll allow Reyes to take second with that.
Yeah, shortstop bobbles that one. Couldn't get a good throw over and tried his hardest to get it over to first. Bad throw, and it is into the dugout. Earns that.
Yeah, even if that throw was on the line, I think Reyes was still going to beat it out after that bobble.
Yeah.
Cliff.
He was going to get there, but it's unfortunate that it isn't held up and keeps him at first.
So runner in scoring position now for David Salas.
Two outs in the inning. Runner on second. Here's the first pitch. In there for a called ball. A little outside.
Salas 1 for 2. Singled in the first. And then got into a fielder's choice in the inning in the second. Pops that one.
Yeah, very close to the other side of the fence.
Did that hit inside and then go over, or?
Yeah, it hit the fence, but I'm going to assume that it hit the very top of it. We have no cover here in the viewing area. All the bleachers are not covered, so anything that hits that is kind of.
Yeah, I didn't even look up. I didn't even think it was
scary.
going that far up into the chain link.
Yeah, 1-1 count, time called.
Time called.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. 1-1 pitch is in. Low, but a check swing. He's going to confer with the third base. They're going to say he turned. That ball was low and in the turf.
Yeah, he tried to hold up, just went too far around. It's 1-2 now to David Salas. Pitch on the way, upstairs. Way upstairs. Good job from Reese Ramirez to bring that one down.
Or at least a little too early, but yeah, good job. Nothing getting past him on that one.
Some bugs flying around over here.
2-2 count in there. Little low for a ball. Brings our count full with 2 outs.
Payoff pitch from Bex Zimmerman. That one beamed David Salas. Right on the back. Right on the number. Second hit by pitch on the afternoon for Bex Zimmerman. And Kenedy keeping the inning going. They got runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Rylan Reyna to the plate. Cleanup hitter. Reyna 0 for 1. Also was hit by a pitch.
First pitch is in there, swung on, ripped down.
Grounded to the right side of the infield, into right field for a base hit. Carson Reyes coming home. Nope, he turns around and retreats back. Probably a wise idea. Keyshawn Green got that one in pretty quickly.
He definitely did. He was maybe halfway down to home before he turned around. There was a throw attempt at third, but it wasn't there just in time.
That'll load up the bases now for Owen Garcia.
Time called, and the catcher's going to go talk with his pitcher. So is the coach. Bases loaded with 2 outs in the inning. Reyna doing well to help his own cause there, ripping that one into right field.
Yeah, big spot here for Zimmerman. Bases loaded. It's a 4-1 ball game. Got the first 2 outs pretty efficiently, and then Carson Reyes reached on an error by Dayton Cliff, the shortstop. Then David Salas was hit by a pitch. Then Riley Reyna lined that one into right field for a base hit, and we're loaded with 2 outs.
Meeting at the mound is concluded. As we said, bases loaded, 2 outs in the inning. Here's the first pitch. That one's low. Catcher gets it on the 1-hop. 1 ball.
Garcia 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the first. Then reached on it was a grounder over to the first base side. Cam DeBozel tried to get the lead runner at second, but it was a throwing error. Both the guy from first, and then, of course, Owen Garcia reached safely.
Looks at that next pitch for a ball. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to hit him.
That's a hit by pitch. Oh.
He's going to call him back to home plate umpire.
I guess he leaned in.
We'll see what's going to happen here. Coach for Kenedy is going to talk this one over.
I guess he leaned in.
Looks like they're going to talk about it, see what he says. It didn't look like he did too much there. Took the pitch for sure off of his knee, I'd say, somewhere in the lower half. It is not a hit by pitch. He's going to remain in the batter's box, and that should put us at a 3-0 count. I believe they have 2-0 on the board.
Last year I lost count of the.
We'll see what they say, but I've got it at 3-0 at the moment. That's what home plate umpire says as well. 3 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Flatonia in the bottom of the 4th, leading this one 4-1. Really trying to hold that here.
Yeah, Kenedy with a scoring third here, bases loaded. That's upstairs, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So they don't get the hit by pitch call, but they get a bases loaded walk to drive in their second run of the afternoon. It's now 4-2. Flatonia still leading Kenedy.
Yeah, just when you think they can't really get any louder, the run comes across, and the Kenedy fans are making sure they're heard.
Waylon Barnes, the catcher, going to come to the plate. I think he had all his catching gear on. They had to take it off, but he's heading up to the batter's box now. Got to imagine if Waylon Barnes gets a base hit here, this place will erupt.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the inning. You can see our battle camera up there shaking with the fans stomping on the bleachers. First pitch is in. Swung on, missed.
Just got a piece of it.
Yeah, catches the catcher's leg. He's going to need a moment here.
Yeah, Reese Ramirez took down right off the look like the knee.
Yeah, I bet that one did not feel good. 0-1 count.
Left knee, shaking it off.
Home plate umpire at the mound having a word with Zimmerman. Buying some time for the catcher. Just let him shake that one off. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Bases are still loaded. Kenedy doing all that they can to try to lessen that 4-2 lead.
Johnson City leading Burton 2-0, fourth inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's in there for a ball real close to the batter.
Way inside to Waylon Barnes.
Time called. And home plate umpire is going to call the Flatonia coach out. And after the word that he had with Zimmerman at the mound, I'm going to assume that maybe he's going to have a talking to him. Hopefully, nothing intentional. Home plate umpire is making his way over to the pitcher one more time to give him another word. Zimmerman pleading his case. That's the home plate umpire and the second base umpire talking to Zimmerman. Zimmerman displeased with the talking to, and home plate umpire said what he needed to. And making his way back to his position, Flatonia coach back to the dugout. And now the catcher for Flatonia wanted to go talk to Zimmerman, but Zimmerman says no, he's okay. When we get back to this at-bat, it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs, bases loaded.
Yeah, Zimmerman probably frustrated, too, that the umpire second time caused a little bit of delay.
Zimmerman shakes off the first pitch. He'll take the second one. 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch coming in. That one low and away for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good job, Reese Ramirez, blocking that one for preventing it to get to the backstop. Not a long backstop here, but like we talked about it last night, it's a chain link fence, and it's going to be hard to really get like a good hop.
Yeah. Ball kind of dies once it hits this fencing.
2-1, swing and a miss. It's going to be a big pitch here for both sides.
After a slow game 1, and then a slow and then eventful game 2 at the end, and now from the very get-go, an eventful game 3.
2-2 pitch on the way. Chopper, third base side. Kalyaneshka fields it, steps on the third base to get the force. And the Kenedy Lions are retired, but they do get a run. 2 hits, 2 left on base. We've completed 4. It's now Flatonia 4, Kenedy 2. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. Seth Eckhart joined alongside Caleb Chowdhury, giving you all the play-by-play action on K-Time 89.1 and the live stream of this ball game on the NFHS network. We're in the 5th inning. It's Flatonia 4, Kenedy 2. Flatonia will send Reese Ramirez, Kalyaneshka, and Uriel Mendano to the plate. Rylan Reyna back out for his 5th inning of work. Like I said, don't have the official pitch counts. I haven't been keeping up, and the scoreboard doesn't have it, but I got to imagine both pitchers are close to the 80-90 mark.
Definitely so. And before we had ended that inning there, we were talking about how the first game was a little bit slow, picked up near the end. Second game was slow to begin with, a little bit of a controversial ending. And then now from the very first pitch of this game has been controversial. The fans here getting their money's worth, enjoying their time out here in San Marcos in this series.
Yeah, it's been fun, too. I mean, we saw a couple pitchers' duels in the first one. Well, really, I mean, the 5 runs from last night from the pitchers of Kenedy wasn't terrible, but not the best outing. But Titan Targosh was flawless pretty much last night.
Ended up with 15 strikeouts. Very impressive.
He ended I think he struck out the side in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Pretty impressive. So all of the final 9 outs recorded on strikeouts last night from Targach. All right, Reese Ramirez to the plate. Ramirez 0 for 2. Pitch from Reyna upstairs. Ball 1.
Hey, give it to him, Riley. Don't be scared, son.
The 1-0 to Ramirez outside. Ball 2. Likely we'll see a relief pitcher at some point in this game. Like I said, I don't know what the pitch counts look like, but I don't know who is available still for Kenedy. We've seen they've used 3, LJ Barrientos and Daniel Pena on Tuesday. Last night was just Daniel Pena. No, I believe they did have no, Waylon Barnes came in the 6th. So might see another Waylon Barnes outing here.
Possibly. He did just close that one out. 2 balls. That last one was a swing and a miss. So we're at 2-1 count.
Pitch on the way upstairs. 3-1.
That one at the eyes. We did see warming up on the Flatonia side. Current first baseman warming up. 3-1 pitches in there for a walk, 4 balls.
Flatonia's had a leadoff runner on in all 5 innings. In the first inning, it was a walk. Second inning, it was a single. Third inning, it was a double. In the 4th inning, it was an error. And now here in the 5th, it's a leadoff walk to Reese Ramirez. Kale Yanechka to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the 3rd. Shows bunt, puts him down, first base side foul.
Center fielder shaded over to the right just a little bit. Big gap in left center. The 0-1 pitch is in there. Bunt shown, bunt laid down. Runner's going to get to second, and the throw out at first. Good sacrifice bunt, gets his runner advanced.
Rylan Randa did a good job getting there quickly. Get the throw down to first. Did only Ramirez safe down at second. One away now for 7-0 hitter Uriel Manzano. He's 2 for 2 with a couple singles.
Looks at that first one inside for a strike. Just catches the inside edge of the zone. Called strike.
Sure, Uriel Manzano would love to get another base hit, possibly drive in Reese Ramirez from second. That one outside. Count even at 1. 1-1 count to number 11.
1 out in the top of the 5th. Flatonia leading this one 4-2. 1-1 pitch is coming in.
Just foul. Or just got a piece of it, fouls it back.
Yeah, that one fouled and hits the ground and gets the underside of the catcher's leg. Back of the knee area. Doesn't look too pleasant.
So Ramirez take one off the knee of the last half inning.
1-2 pitch, excuse me, swing, and goes around and misses it. Second out of the inning.
Third strikeout for Rylan Reyna.
It's a tough one to go out on. It didn't look like he committed to it, just pulled the string on him.
Yeah, we haven't seen Reyna record too many strikeouts. That one only is third. Neither pitcher with a lot of strikeouts.
Looks like we're going to have a
pinch runner.
Yeah.
Number 14, Raymond Toro coming in for Reese Ramirez. Put some speed down there at second.
Keyshawn Green on deck. So if they can get this batter on a base, we'll have a lot of speedy players.
Henry Vincic to the plate. The DH, 8-hole hitter. Vincic reached on an error in the second, came around to score, and then he had an RBI ground out in the second.
First pitch is called.
Or excuse me, in the third, he had an RBI ground out.
That one finds the outside of the edge of the zone there, 0-1. Flatonia doing their best to get another runner on. Don't leave that one stranded on second. Here's the 0-1.
And one blooped out to shallow center, Daniel Pena coming in for the third out. So Flatonia gets no runs, no hits in the inning. 1 left on base. We've completed 4.5 here from San Marcos. Flatonia 4, Kenedy 2. We'll be right back.
Tonight's playoff game on the NFHS Network is produced by KTIM Multimedia in LaGrange and underwritten by Tony Jones Insurance, Oviedo Auto Dealerships, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg, TFE Companies in Brenham, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, LaGrange and Giddings Family Health Centers, Round Top State Bank, Audio Video Plus in Schulenburg, Allied Contractors in Schulenburg, Brawley Dental in LaGrange, the Schulenburg Athletic Booster Club, and HEB in LaGrange.
Back here in San Marcos, bottom half of the 4th, about to get underway. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Kenedy Lions.
Bottom half of the 5th.
Oh, what did I say?
4th.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
We've only had a couple games back to back. Our brains are a little bit fried. And this one's nothing short of lots of going on.
Yeah. Beck Zimmerman back out. LJ Barrientos, Raiden Reyna, and Darian Moreno, the 7-8-9 to the plate for the Lions. We're starting to feel nice now.
Yeah.
Sun kind of peeked away behind the clouds. Was hot there for a little bit.
Good day for baseball. I think we've been lucky all 3 nights. Last night we were seeing thunderstorms and lightning way in the distance, but not nearly close enough to have to worry about the game being postponed or canceled or anything like that.
Yeah, so far I'd say this is probably the cleanest week of not having any storms and not having to worry about if games are going to get delayed or rained out. Or
Definitely.
First pitch to LJ Barrientos. Sharply hit, but grounded right over to Luke Law at second base. Start down to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th inning for Beck Zimmerman. Eight-hole hitter now, Raiden Reyna to the plate.
Zimmerman takes his place on the mound. First pitch is in.
Kenedy fans comparing Raiden Reyna's hair to Trevor Lawrence's, quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
There's a couple kids out here sporting long hair.
I was going to say, you and Reese Ramirez, the catcher tonight for
almost
the
identical
Bulldogs.
hair, right? Yeah. 1-1 now with 1 out in the inning. Yeah, I've let it grow for maybe a little too long.
Doesn't look bad, though.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Unfortunately, I can't grow hair. I'm completely bald.
Complete opposites.
Contrast of hairstyles here for Caleb and I.
2-1. That one, short chopper to third. That's going to be gunned over to first. On the 1-hop, not able to get it, and he slides head first into first base, and he's safe.
That was a slow roller. Tough play there for Yanechka to come in. It's going to be an infield single for Raiden Reyna. Nine-hole hitter Darian Moreno to the plate. Darian 0 for 2. Struck out looking, and then a grounder. Ground out to third. Upstairs, first pitch from Zimmerman. That was way high. Good job from Ramirez.
Early release. Ramirez has done well all night with those ones that are going too high. Doing a good job of being a wall back there.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many pass balls or wild pitches.
1-0 pitch. Finds the zone. Evens it at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Flatonia leading this one 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 1-1. That one finds the lower outside edge of the zone there. Pretty pitch. Off speed, and 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
One-two pitch from Zimmerman. Grounder to the left side of the infield. Dayton Cliff almost got it, actually.
Yeah, that
I said through a little too quickly, but Dayton Cliff laid out and just off the glove of him.
It worked out well for him as he did outstretch and try to get a hold of it. Just stops it enough to hold the runner at second.
Back-to-back infield singles here for the Kenedy Lions. Good job from the 8 and 9 to turn that lineup back over now to Daniel Pena.
Runners on first and second, one out in the inning. Top of the lineup, stepping in.
Zimmerman with more trouble. Hasn't had really any stress-free innings. Only the 2 runs allowed, but
bunt showed. Pulls back, and that one's a ball inside. Yeah, he hasn't had a break in the action. He's done a lot of work out there.
2 stranded in the second, 3 stranded in the third, 3 stranded in the second.
That one finds the dead center of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And then 3 in the fourth. 1-1 to Daniel Pena. Pena 1 for 3.
1-1 is in there for a ball.
Two 1 to Daniel Pena. Pitch on the way. Ran inside on him. Pena has to jump out of the way.
You had mentioned last night one of the style choices of these players. Pena wearing his shorts well above his knees. You can see his knees in between his socks and pants. Pickoff attempt at second. No good. He's safe. Three balls, 1 strike and 1 out. Zimmerman's 3-1 is in for a tipped foul.
Yeah, just over the third base dugout. Towards the batting cages back there.
Brings our count full now. Zimmerman really wanted to prevent bases loaded again.
Payoff pitch here from Zimmerman. That one blooped out to right field. It's going to be trouble, and Keyshawn Green laying out, but it gets past him, rolls into right field. Center fielder comes over and gets it, but 1 run across the plate. It's Raiden Reyna.
We got a ball game.
Yeah, it's now 4-3. If you're Keyshawn Green, you just let that one bounce and play it, and then probably everyone standing on first, second, and third, but that lays out for it.
We saw him commit that same kind of mistake yesterday. Just that one's not exactly the easiest one to get out there, lay out, and secure. That one hop would have been easier. Yeah, you might have given up a run, but would have caused a lot less stress on your team.
Yeah, 1 run double there for Daniel Pena.
Flatonia 4, Kenedy 3. 1 out in the inning. Runners on second and third. Pitch in there. Popped high into shallow center, second base area. 3 players going for it. Secured by a second baseman.
It's Luke Law. Luke Law and Dayton Cliff ran into each other out there right around second base. Yeah, I thought that one was going to get out to shallow center, but it stayed in the infield.
It looked like it was moving, but not enough. I don't think the wind held that one up. It just had a lot of arc on it.
It's a big out there for Beck Zimmerman and the Bulldogs. David Salas to the plate, 3-hole hitter.
Salas looking at his runners on second and third, wanting to advance them.
Salas 1 for 2. Yeah, 1 for 2. Single. Fielder's choice, and it was a hit by a pitch in the fourth.
First pitch to Salas finds the outside of the zone. That is just away.
Yeah, I couldn't get that one to drop back in the zone.
1-0 count. Zimmerman's 1-0. A little bit lower. That one drops, but just outside still.
2-0. Clean up hitter Rylan Reyna on deck.
Salas shows bunt.
I don't think he'll be bunting in this situation. Just trying to bluff him out there.
Zimmerman does call time on it.
What was that?
Zimmerman did call time. We're back in the 2-0 pitch. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. That one low. 3 balls, 1 strike now. The go-ahead run on second base to take the lead back.
Salas looking to drive in a couple with a base hit. Fouls that one down the third base side, out of play.
Third baseman gives chase, but he's not getting anywhere near that one. Gets to the fence. There is large foul zones on either side of that foul line here in San Marcos.
If I had to guess, about 30 feet.
It's a good amount, yeah. Full turf field here. The only part that's not and is actual dirt is the pitcher's mound. Full count pitch.
Pitch upstairs. It's a walk. The base is loaded again for Beck Zimmerman.
We're going to have time called by the Flatonia coach. Pitching coach, I believe it is. Go out there and talk to him.
Might be the end of the line for Zimmerman.
It's possible. We'll see if there's a trade of the baseball here. Not yet. No, he's just going to talk to him. Coaches and some of the players making their way out from the dugout on the Kenedy side talk to the batters and the base runners.
Yeah, everyone knows how crucial this batter is. 4-3 lead for Flatonia. Cleanup hitter Rylan Reyna, the pitcher tonight for the Kenedy Lions. Due up.
Pretty good series.
Been exciting.
Looks like the Flatonia coach makes his way back to the dugout. Zimmerman got his information, his direction. Try to get out of this inning, not giving anything else up.
The good thing here, you got to play at every base, anywhere in the infield.
We've already seen them take a force out at home before, so if they need to do it again, they will. But yeah, anywhere will work.
All right, Salas. Excuse me, Reyna in. Batting from the right-handed side.
Reyna last at bat able to get something into the shallow right field area. Grounder that got past the first baseman.
First pitch from Reyna upstairs.
Last 2 games of this series, we saw Reyna kind of get pitched around. Not a whole lot given to him. Lots of walks for him.
Yeah, later in the game, though, last night, Targats were starting to attack him, and Reyna got exposed. I think he struck out both his last 2 at-bats. That one finds his own. Good.
Nice curveball.
Yeah, good breaking ball there. One. That one way down and out. Good job there from Maurice Ramirez to keep that one in front of him.
2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Loaded bases.
Definitely got to be careful here with the big Rylan Reyna at the plate. 2-1. Fouled back. Huge pitch here.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Base is still juiced. Zimmerman steps off.
Big pitch here for the batter.
Pitch on the way from Zimmerman. That one lifted out to left center. Uriel Manzano giving chase. And it drops all the way to the wall. Titan Targos getting it back in. And it's a 2-run double for Rylan Reyna, and the Kenedy Lions take the lead, 5-4. Wow, good piece of hitting there.
That one ripped deep left center. I'm almost yelling here and you can't hear me. That's how loud it is.
Yeah, Uriel Manzano almost got there, just a couple feet off of it, and big hit there for Rylan Reyna and the Kenedy Lions, and they gained the lead, and that's the end of the night for Beck Zimmerman. Darian Moreno in to score, and Daniel Pena in to score. David Salas now at third, and Rylan Reyna down at second. So we'll We'll give you the defensive substitutions when we come back after this break. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. We got a pitching change for the Flatonia Bulldogs in a relief of Beck Zimmerman. It's Camden Bozel. Bozel sporting, sorry, came from the ERA. I just had it.
Bozel was at first base. Also continued there for the first game, second game, now pitching. First time that we'll see him in this series.
All right, Bozel with the 3.32 ERA. He's pitched 12 2/3 for the Bulldogs. Struck out 19 across 54 batters faced. So the defensive changes now, there's a good amount of them in the infield. So Beck Zimmerman will go from the mound to behind the dish. Reese Ramirez will go from catcher to third base. Unechka will go from third base to shortstop, or excuse me, second base. And Luke Law from second to first. Dayton Cliff stays at short, and then the outfield remains the same.
Five to 4, Kenedy leading this one now in the bottom of the fifth. Big inning for the Kenedy Lions.
Yeah, they played at 3 already, looking to do some more damage. They got runners at second and third with 2 away. And Owen Garcia steps in, 5-hole hitter. Garcia 1 for 3.
Bozel's first pitch in there, low and away. Ball 1. Bozel, a pretty tall young man at the mound. 1-0 pitch is in there, in the dirt. Almost hits home plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Also, Class 2A regional semifinal, Shiner versus Mumford. It's going to be a best-of-3 series at LaGrange High School. Game 1 is at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Game 2 and 3, if needed, is at 4 p.m. on Saturday.
2-0 pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 2-1 to Owen Garcia. Big spot for Bozel to come in here with runners on second and third. Swings and just gets a piece of that one, does Owen Garcia.
Bozel doing a good job working the count back in his favor. Ties it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I imagine we're going to have a lot of drama still here with the final.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple
13
more
outs, yeah. That one lifted out to right field. Pretty well hit. Keyshawn Green giving a chase.
Wow, excellent grab.
Did he
Full
make that?
extension. He made the grab.
No, I don't think he did. The ball got
it did
down.
go through. Yep, you're right. My bad.
And 2 runs in.
From my angle, it looked like it hit his glove. I saw it must have tipped it.
Yeah, he definitely made a great attempt at it. Laid out and tumbled a couple times, and
wow,
just not enough. And David Salas and Riley Reyna come in to score, and it's 5 here in this inning. It's now 7-4, Kenedy on top, courtesy of a 2-run single from Owen Garcia.
That was a long single.
Yeah, Targas did a good job of backing Keyshawn Green up there, not allowing Owen Garcia to get any more than one bag.
In the bottom of the 5th, Kenedy, the home team, leading now 7-4 against the Flatonia Bulldogs. 2 outs in the inning, and Kenedy doing well to just keep bases occupied. Runner on first.
Really the first part of this series that we've had numerous back-to-back hits.
First one is called strike.
The inning was led off with a ground out, and then Raiden Reyna, Darian Moreno reached on infield singles, and Daniel Pena drove in them 2 with RBIs double.
The 0-1 pitch is in. That one's away for a ball. Well outside. Evens our count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. We got another game back here in San Marcos pretty soon. Not sure if we'll be covering it yet, but I'm sure we're going to submit for it. It's a UIL 1A Region 4 baseball finals, D'Hanis versus Fayetteville 3-game series. Tuesday, May 30th at 7 p.m. here in San Marcos High School. Game 2 is on Thursday, June 1st, 7 p.m. at Texas State University. And if Game 3 is needed, that is Friday, June 2nd, 7 p.m. also at Texas State.
2-2 count to Waylon Barnes. Both are looking to get out of this. Pitch on the way. Just a bit outside. Count full.
Flatonia doing their absolute best to get out of this inning. Trying to not let anything else advance on the base path, and definitely no more runs.
Yeah, 5 across the plate. Already here.
Full count
Runner
pitch.
goes. Pitch. Wow. Don't know where that one missed. Gets a bit outside. It's ball 4. The inning's still alive. We batted around now. Back to LJ Barrientos.
This series between these 2 teams is definitely not one that we'd think you'd see players bat around. They've been pretty neck and neck through the first 2 games, so this one's kind of breaking open here, and Flatonia really needing to settle in and get out of this inning.
Yeah, bottom part of the lineup here. It's 7-0 hitter.
Bosel really finding that lower outside part of the zone, but just not quite able to make it every single time. That one's outside for a ball, 1-0.
Some of them are close too, not getting the call. That time he gets it on the outside part of the zone.
He likes that lower away part. Evens us up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
One outside.
Two balls, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second.
Came to Bosel, a senior.
That one inside. Called ball. 3-1. Bosel trying to get this out here and get out of the inning. 3-1 pitch on the way. That one's inside as well.
Ball 4.
That's a walk. Bases loaded once again in the same inning for Kenedy.
Back-to-back walks. The guy that got the rally going, Raiden Reyna, is back to the plate. He reached on an infield single with 1 out in this 5th inning.
Bosel's first pitch is in, and he's taken all the way on that one. That's a ball. Ball mishandled there on the throw back to the pitcher. Nobody advances. Bases are loaded still. It would take a big error like that for anybody to really be brave enough to leave third. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Raiden was taking all the way on that one.
One low and away again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on hit. That's a slow
another
chopper.
slow roller. Bruce Ramirez fields it and throw down to Luke Law at first in time to end the inning, but Kenedy, they get 5 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 2 walks in the inning. They strand 3. We've completed 5 from San Marcos. It's now Kenedy 7, Flatonia 4. We'll be right back.
Tonight's playoff game on the NFHS Network is produced by KTIM Multimedia in LaGrange and underwritten by Tony Jones Insurance, Oviedo Auto Dealerships, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg, TFE Companies in Brenham, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, LaGrange and Giddings Family Health Centers, Round Top State Bank, Audio Video Plus in Schulenburg, Allied Contractors in Schulenburg, Brawley Dental in LaGrange, the Schulenburg Athletic Booster Club, and HEB in LaGrange.
All right, back here to San Marcos is a big bottom half of the 5th for Kenedy. They played at 5, and they now lead it by 3 runs. Ryland Reyna back out to work for the 6th inning. Flatonia backs against the walls. They're down to their final 6 outs. They need to get something going. It'll be 9-1-2. Keyshawn Green, Beck Zimmerman, and Titan Targach to the plate.
Flatonia able to get 4 hits earlier in the game, so they can hit the ball off of Rainier. Just need to get those base runners on and advance them. Very show-out inning for Kenedy there. It really made something happen. After going nothing in the bottom of the 1st, scoring 1 in the 1st, nothing in the 3rd, scoring in the 4th, and then 5 in the 5th. Now leading this one, Kenedy is 7-4 in the top of the 6th. Final warm-up pitches being taken here. Keyshawn Green coming up to bat. Keyshawn making his way over to the batter's box. Here's a throw down to second for the last warm-up pitch. Home plate umpire making his way to his spot. We're just about ready to stop the top of the 6th. Start the top of the 6th.
Keyshawn 0 for 2 tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say. Keyshawn only with 1 hit in the series. All right, Keyshawn ready. First pitch from Reyna. That one lifted out to center field. But right to, well, not right to Daniel Pena, but he shades over a couple feet. Makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, if he's playing that shaded right position, ran over to dead center, a little hop for him, not the ball. He jumped up in the air and grabbed that one.
It made it look more flashier than it needed to be, I guess. Beck Zimmerman back to the top of the lineup, digs in. He's 0 for 2, reached on a walk. Takes first pitch, strike. That one grounded over to second, fielded cleanly, throw down to first, in time. 4-3 ground out. 2 away. Now Titan Targach. Targach 1 for 3. 2-run single back in the second. Johnson City opens up that game with Burton. They're now leading at 6-0. That's in the 6th inning. Nothing at 1-2. Titan Targach. That one flied out to right field. Should be routine for the right fielder. And it is. Makes the grab for the 3rd out. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ryland Reyna. We head into the home half of the 6th. Kenedy 7, Flatonia 4. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos, bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be 1-2-3 for the, or excuse me, 9-1-2 for the Kenedy Lions. Darian Moreno, Daniel Pena, and Carson Reyes. Both back out to work. Came in relief of Beck Zimmerman in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. For Flatonia here, he just won 3 quick outs and go into the top half of the 7th. Hopefully get something going as they're trailing 3 runs, 7-4. First pitch from Bozel inside to Darian Moreno. Moreno 1 for 3. That one in there for a strike. Zimmerman dropped it, but still a strike. 1-1.
Let's go, D-Money! Come on, D-Money!
Swing and a miss. Moreno chases that one low. 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Bozel. Swing and a miss. Try to check it. Peeled down to first. He went. Strike out for Camden Bozel here to start the bottom of the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup, Daniel Pena. Takes ball 1 from Camden Bozel. Pena 2 for 4. That one in there for a called strike.
That breeze has died down a little bit and the sun's back out. Cloud's not helping so much.
Pena with a huge RBI double back in the 5th.
Chops that one foul.
Part of the 5-run frame last inning for the Kenedy Lions. Good pitch there from Bozel, just a bit outside. It's 2-1. Excuse me, 2-2. Two pitch, grounder over to the left side of the infield. Cliff can't field it cleanly. Daniel Pena reaches on a E6. Seen errors a lot tonight from Flatonia. That's 5. Carson Reyes now to the plate. He's 0 for 4. Takes called strike 1 from Camden Bosel. Grounder to the left side, gets past diving Reese Ramirez, and then off the glove of Dayton Cliff again, and everyone's safe.
Those infield errors just doing work on Flatonia right now.
That one a little tougher play there.
Yeah.
I think that one's an infield hit.
A hit and an error puts a runner on first and second base.
Kenedy looking for another one-out rally. First pitch to David Salas, 3-hole hitter. Outside, ball 1. Salas, 1 for 2. Single, also hit by a pitch and walked. Another one outside, 2-0.
Bosel throws it well, just a little inconsistent with finding his spot.
2-0, that one low. Good job there for Beck Zimmerman to block that one.
Zimmerman started the first 2 games catching all the way through, and he's done a great job behind the plate.
Kenedy no stranger to the 3-game series in these 2023 playoffs. First 2 series were 3 games each for them. By district against Agua Dulce, and then last week against Ganado.
3-0 pitch in there, looked at for a called strike, 3-1 count, and here's the pitch. That one just high and away, framed well, but it is a ball. Walk and bases once again loaded for the Kenedy Lions.
And Rylan Reyna, cleanup hitter to the plate.
Seems to thrive in the bases loaded situation.
He's 2 for 3. Single in the 4th and a 2-run double in the 5th. Yeah, Kennedy's had traffic really all game. Last week they finally were able to put it through. That's an infield pop. Luke Law and Kalyanechka come in together. I think Luke Law came down with that one.
I think so. That one was a little bit scary to watch both players going for the ball, not really looking at each other, but that is a secure out. 2 in the inning.
It's what you want, though, if you're Flatonia. Keep it in the infield and get the out. Now 2 away, Owen Garcia. He had a big 2-run double in the 5th. 2-run single in the 5th, excuse me. Had an RBI walk as well in the 4th. He's driven in 3 tonight.
First pitch, strike.
He was Bosel's first batter back in the last inning.
0-1, just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning and bases loaded. I think the Kenedy Lions have seen this before.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, chopped foul to the
Over
first
to
base
the-
dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Fernando Gorilla, get a rip!
1-2. Just a bit outside there. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is still juiced here. Bottom of the 6th and the 7-4 ball game with Kenedy leading. Pitch on the way from Bosel. Swing and a miss.
Good off-speed pitch. Pitch dropped.
That retires the Lions here. They have bases loaded, but they strand them. We've completed 6. It's Flatonia's last chance in the top of the 7th. They're trailing 7-4. We'll be right back. right, back to the action here from San Marcos. Top half of the 7th, last chance for the Flatonia Bulldogs. They head into this inning trailing 7-4. It'll be up to Dayton Cliff, Camden Bozel, and Reese Ramirez. They want to keep their season alive. Rylan Reyna back out for his 7th inning of work. Had a really efficient last inning. I think he threw less than 10 pitches, and that was huge.
Definitely a quick 3 up, 3 down. Kenedy Lions would like to end this one here. They are the home team. They just need the 3 outs.
Cliff steps in. He's 0 for 1. Walked in the 1st. It was hit by a pitch in the 4th. First pitch from Reyna in there for a called strike to Dayton Cliff. Part of the lineup for the Bulldogs. Chance to. And one popped up. Shallow right field. Right fielder coming in. Oh, it drops.
Nope. It hits his glove and it. Did it hit the ground?
Yeah, it dropped it. Then
Man, that right field area is tough for me to see with all this traffic in between us.
don't matter how you get on, but you get on, and
he did get on.
That's what you needed if you're Flatonia. Wasn't a pretty hit off the bat of Dayton Cliff, but nonetheless, it's a hit. Came to Bozel now. Bozel 1 for 2, had a double in the 3rd.
Would really like to help his own cause here, try to lessen that 4-7 deficit. Runner takes his lead, chopped foul. That one's way out of here, back behind us. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first and no outs in the inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, ripped into left field.
That's going to get down for a base hit. Dayton Cliff with some speed. He's going to come around second. He's going to be into 3rd, sliding. And then Camden Bozel in at 2nd, and the Flatonia Bulldogs are in business here. Not going away quietly.
3rd base coach making himself very know that he needed a slide. Coach laid down on the ground to let him know. Slide into this one. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. The tying run at the plate, meeting at the mound now.
Tying run is Reese Ramirez. The most important thing is the wind has died down completely. The flags are almost still out there. And now, Reese Ramirez looks like he might have a little pop in his bat, but it's still tough to, hit a home run. But
oh, definitely, yeah.
A little easier than it was to do it in the first, 5 or 6. I don't know when the wind stopped, but now it's completely dead.
We've completed 2 games, and we've only seen maybe 1 or 2 hits that have really looked like they were going deep into the outfield, but that fence out there just hasn't
I recall
been
Reese Ramirez did hit one that was about 10 or so feet off that wall out there in left field, ended up bouncing off the wall.
Yeah, and the bounce out there in the outfield is large, so we thought that one might even go up for a 2-run.
Swings at the first one, foul tips it off the catcher.
Flatonia mounting a comeback here.
Trailing 3, no outs. They got runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Tying run at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside part of the zone, it finds it. 0-2.
Flatonia got 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and then it was scoreless in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Like you said, Kenedy, no stranger to the 3-game series and going the full 3, so that's really showing out here.
The 0-2 from Reyna. Slow roller. Foul ball. I guess it hit off the plate.
I guess so.
Or maybe.
Yeah, it hit off his foot. He's limping a little bit on his way back.
I have 2 hot dogs and a hamburger. Y'all just want them? Y'all can have them if you want them.
Are you sure? I'll take a hot dog.
I'm okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Concession stand lady.
Yeah, very nice, thank you.
Concession stand lady came over and offered us a hamburger and a hot dog. Can't say no to that, right?
Yeah, well, I did. I grabbed one before the game started.
Was it pretty good?
It was pretty good. 0-2, swung on. That one's right back to the pitcher. safe play by holding on to the catch, got the out. Almost wanted to gun it over to third, but he didn't. Probably the better play. You don't know if there's an error that could happen there. Got the out.
Yeah, good job from Dayton Cliff not getting too far off that bag and getting back in time because you don't want to get doubled up.
That one didn't come off the bat too hot, but easy grab at the mound.
Kill Yanechka.
Swings at the first one. That one goes straight to second baseman. Easy out at first. One run will come across. Runner advances to third.
RBI ground out for Kale Yanechka. And the Bulldogs are down to their final out here.
Top of the seventh, and Kenedy leading this one 7-5. Flatonia with a runner on third. Only one out to go, as Seth had mentioned.
It's up to Uriel Manzano. Manzano 2 for 3 tonight. Couple singles.
Manzano at the plate, signifying the tying run. Basel at third, representing the sixth. First pitch in, swung on, and missed.
I had my cousin text me. He said, I hope that hot dog is good.
Well, good to know he's listening.
I'll let you know after the game, Blaine.
0-1, swung on, goes to shortstop.
Throw down to first. In time, and that's the ball game. And that's the series. Kenedy victorious 7-5 in this one, and they take the series 2-1 over the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they'll advance to the regional semifinals. Tough way to go out for Flatonia, but nonetheless a good series and a good year for the Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to wrap this one up here from San Marcos. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos, wrapping this one up once again. Victorious were the Kenedy Lions, 7-5 over the Flatonia Bulldogs. They take the series 2-1, and they'll head into the regional semifinals next week. They're one of the only 4 teams still left playing here in this Region 4 2A. It was a complete game for Ryland Reyna. He went the whole 7. I'm sure he was really close to that pitch count of 110, but nonetheless was able to get a complete game. He gave up the 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and then scoreless 4, 5, 6, and then the 1 here in the 7th. Good job, 2 in the 7th. He gave up a single and a double to lead off and was able to get out of a little bit of a jam. And they were victorious. Let's look at some of the stars tonight for the Kenedy Lions offensively. Daniel Pena, he was solid. He had 2 hits, one of them being an RBI double. Carson Reyes reached 3 times, all courtesy of errors, fielder's choice. Actually, one was an infield single. David Salas was on base 4 times, 2 walks, a single, and a hit by pitch. Ryland Reyna, he reached 3 times. He had a single and then RBI double. That was part of that big 5-run 7th, or excuse me, 5-run 6th. 5-run 5th. I'm sorry.
5 and the 5.
And then Owen Garcia, he drove in 3 RBI walk in the 4th and a 2-run single in the 5th. And then the bottom half of the lineup, it was Waylon Barnes, Raiden Reyna, and Darian Morena, all with 1 hit apiece. Those were the stars for the Lions. Let's look at.
Here, Seth, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to go try to grab Coach for an interview. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Get ready for break.
We'll look at the stars for the Flatonia Bulldogs hitting wise. They only had 6 hits spread out between Dayton Cliff. Dayton Cliff had a single that was here in the 7th. Titan Targot, she had a 2-run single that was in the 2nd. Then Cam DeBozel, he was 2 for 4, 2 doubles. Came around to score 1. And Kale Yanechka drove in a couple, one RBI single and the other RBI ground out. Uriel Manzano was 2 for 4 as well, a couple singles. And then Henry Vincic had an RBI ground out. Yeah, that's the scoring for both sides. Ryland Reyna once again went the complete game, 6 hits. There was 4 errors on the Kenedy Lions, but they didn't end up coming back to cost them too much. Flatonia, they had 5 errors in the game. That came back to haunt them a little bit, but nonetheless, great season for the Bulldogs. They finished at, I believe it was 24-7 in regional quarter finalist. Be tough for them, but they got to bounce back and still got some opportunities to make runs. They got a lot of sophomores, so there were a few seniors that are graduating, but I expect them to be around for years to come still. We'll take a quick break, and I think Caleb's going to try to grab coach of the Kenedy Lions. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back here to San Marcos. We're here with the head coach of the Kenedy Lions, Gilberto. Sorry, what was your last name?
Gonzalez.
Congrats on the win and on to the regional semifinals. It was a tough series. Actually, This is your third time in this playoff since you've been in a 3-game series. Talk about the grit of your team.
Yes, sir. I can't say enough about our boys. They're just very resilient, great group of kids. We're very young, and the experience they're getting is going to be very valuable for them in the future. We got 4 freshmen, 3 sophomores, and 3 juniors. We only got 1 senior, so this experience they're getting is going to be something that they're going to be able to use in the future for sure.
You had a good outing on Thursday from LJ Barrientos.
Yep.
Last night, offensively, wasn't the best showing, but you were able to bounce back here. Talk about your pitching really all series.
Yeah, LJ's been that guy for us. Right now I don't want to jinx somebody. He's 3-0 in the playoffs. He's gotten in there on elimination games, and the last 2 series he's done a great job. We knew that pitcher from Flatonia was going to be the real deal. He's probably the best pitcher we've seen all year. Just a heck of a job, and my hat's off to them. They got a great group of kids over there. They're coached very well. They're a class act, so my hat's off to Flatonia as well. Our pitching, we knew that we have 3 or 4 guys who can go up there and throw strikes and do what we need them to do. Today we put it in the hands of our senior, Rylan Reyna. He's been doing this for 4 years, so we felt very comfortable coming in, even when it seemed bleak. We're down 4-1. We knew we'd just get our composure, get the sticks going, that we would be okay.
Yeah, heading into that 5th, you were trailing 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 5 runs. Talk about that big 5th inning. You scored 5.
We just try to be patient at the plate. We preach it every day. Look for your pitch. Don't get anxious up there. Stay inside the baseball. Stuff that we preach at practice every day, and they know what to do. We're at that point of the season where they don't know it by now. They ain't gonna know it. You know what I mean? But so the kids have done a great job responding. I feel comfortable calling whatever I call. I know they're gonna execute. So my hat's off to our kids. They do a great job. I can't say enough about them.
So next up, you're heading into the regional semifinals. I think the last one I looked, it was Johnson City 6-0 over Burton. I think that was the 6th inning, but I'm not sure what the final was on that. Whoever you faced, what's the game plan going into that one?
You know what? If you would have told me back when this season started that we'd be going back to the 4th round, I would have told you you're a little crazy. So I'm going to enjoy this with the kids. I ain't even looked at Johnson City yet. I know they're really good. Obviously, they got some pitchers. But I'm going to enjoy this with the kids, and I'll worry about Johnson City tomorrow. Right now, I just want to go and celebrate with our boys.
Of course. We won't hang you around here too long. Once again, congratulations on the win. And
appreciate it.
Good luck the rest of the playoffs.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Be safe coming back to
Yes,
Kenedy.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, that was head coach of the Kenedy Lions, Gilberto Gonzalez. And take another quick break, and we'll be right back here from San Marcos to put a final wrap-up on this one. Excuse me, this is the no more breaks in. But yeah, once again, Kenedy takes this series 2 games to 1, 4-2 on Thursday. They fell 5-0 yesterday, and they take game 3, 7-5. They'll head into the regional semifinals. That wraps it up here for us at San Marcos. I'm Seth Eckhart, joined alongside Caleb Chattery. Back at the studio on the board, executive producer John Askins. For all of us here on K-Time and watching on the NFHS Network, I'm saying have a good night, and look forward to seeing you in the future games in the playoffs.
Thanks for joining us on K-Time. This sports broadcast is underwritten by Fayette and Giddings Family Health Center, Jones Insurance Services, the Oviedo Dealerships, TFE Company, Fayette Savings Bank, JD Sports Grill, Colorado Valley Communications, Round Top Real Estate, Raleigh Dental, the Round Top State Bank, Chuck Brown Ford, Readers Heating and Air Conditioning, and Allied Contractors. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at the ballpark.